Hi, it's Opal975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And today I want to give my honest opinion of what it's like to play Elite Dangerous in November 2025. Now, I didn't honestly think I'd still be playing Elite Dangerous in November 2025 for various reasons. But the console version of the game was abandoned by the developers a long time ago. We didn't get an update for a year and then they cancelled development on the console version of the game. So we've had no new input in a long time. In fact, I wasn't sure, so I actually went back and found out, and it's been since March 2022 since we were cancelled. Now, what does it mean effectively that we're cancelled? We are on what's known as the legacy version of the game, which is the version that existed before Odyssey. We have none of the new ships, we don't have any of the planetary landing stuff or the space legs, we can't walk around on planet surfaces. However, it's almost on the bright side, we don't have any of the new ships, and we don't have to deal with the crappy on-ground combat. The combat on ground that's so bad, they're actually just overhauling it now on the live version and rejigging it completely because it's been that bad since they released it. But in terms of what the game's like on console, we still get bug fixes. We don't get CGs, we don't get GalNet, we don't get community events, which is very sad. I mean, if they just gave us 4 CGs a year, it would be huge for the legacy version. In terms of player base on the legacy version, it's very hard to tell. Experiences may vary. I'm still running into relatively new commanders like this guy, and when you look at stuff like the squadrons leaderboard, there are 502 squadrons that have scored points in combat on legacy this month. That's this season. We're not even that far into this season, and if there's 502 squadrons, that's going to be more than 502 players, because there are a lot of players that aren't in squadrons, and if they're in a squadron, it usually means there's more than one of them, apart from those weird squadrons where only one people are. Now, this guy was only a novice. I don't know why, but I don't seem to get any luck with salvage materials. I don't think he even had a clue that I was a player and that I was doing this. I expected all the police to just suddenly start shooting me. However, I thought I'd take a punt, see if a black box came out, but it didn't. Anyway, I'm just going to take a short break to have a word from what you guys sponsor by watching my videos and what you guys help out raise money for. One moment. So we're going to take a pause to take a quick look at what you guys sponsor. With your guys' views, you help out Big Red Rooster Cockerel Rescue, helping out cocks of all sizes, all shapes, and for the love of the cock, keep watching so we can raise money for this lovely little animal rescue and save birds like my little co-pilot here. So, honestly, hand on heart, I still believe this is the best space MMO available to console players. I mean, No Man's Sky is a really good game. No Man's Sky is a really fun game. It looks really cool. I just wish I liked it, because I like watching people play it, but I'm not a particularly big fan of playing it myself. I find it a little frustrating. And it hasn't really got that MMO aspect. Whereas Elite Dangerous is a true MMO. You can literally almost live in the game, as some of us do. You can be quite a nerd in a squadron or within a power play faction or something like that. Now, the interesting thing about the legacy version, because we've been left alone for so long now, for years, our version is completely different from the live version in terms of the power play leaderboards, in terms of what's going on with squadrons, in terms of what's going on around the bubble, and we're also freer and able to create our own narrative and do what the hell we want. We don't really have any oversight from above. Recently there was a big ban wave on the PC version of the game. A system that was accidentally unlocked by the developers, and then they banned people for killing people in the system that they accidentally left unlocked because it was one of the newbie systems. Fortunately, we haven't had anything like that happen, and you'd have to work very hard to get banned from the console version of the game, I think, honestly. As in terms of community, in terms of how it plays and whether you run into people, it's going to be down to how many people you have added on your friends list, how engaged you are with the community. Recently there's been a big power play war going on between the feds and the imps, and ironically while that's been going on, I've seen less people on than ever because everyone's hiding offline. so that people don't know what they're undermining. So it kind of gives the illusion that no one's playing. But on the days where they're not doing power play, I regularly have like 9, 10, 11 people on my friends list in the game, and some of those people are in party chats with 6, 7 other people that I know of that aren't on my friends list. So I see encouraging signs for the game. I'm, part of the people trying to keep this game alive. I do my part. I share wing missions with newbies. I help newbies out with engineering. I do as much as I can to uplift this community and keep it going. There are people out there that are running squadrons that help train people, that help teach people how to play. If you have no interest in the MMO aspect, there's still quite a lot of game with Elite Dangerous. There are a lot you can enjoy as a solo player, minding your own business in solo, enjoying ranking up and getting better and bigger ships, going exploring, seeing amazing sights, that sort of thing. If you want to know what the sights are like, just look at any of my videos of Scooby's exploration trips and you'll see what I mean. It's an amazing looking space sim, and that's the thing. At its core, this game is still the heart of what is and what makes Elite so special, is that it is just bobbling around in space, and it feels amazing to just bobble around in space. Oh look, a dropship interdicting a dropship. That's one off the bucket list. You don't see many dropships. Poor guy's only got 17% hull, so I was pretty delicate with him. But he's a master ranked, which isn't too low, but it is someone I'd never met before in the game. See? It's amazing how much life I do run into in this game, considering how long ago it was the developers ditched us, and we've only been getting bug support ever since. And I'm glad. We're getting bug support and the servers are on. I honestly, I would love to have CGs, but I can't really ask for more. I'm amazed I'm still playing this game. I'm amazed that there's still a community, and I'm amazed it's still growing in odd ways. Even with Battlefield being recently out, the player base didn't take a big nosedive. It did for a couple of weeks that Battlefield was out, but a lot of people have started trickling back on. And I think in terms of, because there's no competition to this game out there on console, this game will always have a very niche audience of people that are like me, a little bit odd and like bobbling around in space. Anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what your experience of the Legacy version is in the comments down below. Oh, and always remember,
everything's better with Pipe.